wife, and the husband talks with the new husband, from her side, because guy to guy works and girl to girl works in their instance, but that doesn't always work in every instant. You have to pray together, find out what works best for you.
Hello, and welcome to the Blended Families Ministry program here on ChristianLivingRadio.com. We're Doctors Larry and Carol Snapp, founders of the Blended Families Ministry. This weekly program brings you information from our 3 curriculums plus over 10 years of counseling experience. We will address a variety of topics that deal with marriage, remarriage, step-parenting and co-parenting, and growing in your walk with Christ. Our curriculums are designed for classrooms or home study groups. Our goal is to help you get your relationship priority pyramid in order.
And go with it. But 9 times out of 10, that's the best way to do it. Tell them you're going to put them on speakerphone, and your partner or your new wife or your new spouse is here with you. How can we help you? Because whatever they're going to ask is going to affect the relationship and your family. Yes, Vicki?
In our instance, we had CPS called on us 3 times, and it was all found to be false. And we just prayed. That's all we did was pray for her. And at one point I was angry.
Sure.
It was my daughter was, the one that I could have lost my daughter over.
Sure.
Made up things. But we made it through it. Like I said, I was angry.
Sure.
Angry.
Sure.
But he was more, the cooler head when it came to that. Like I said, I think of it now and it just makes me shake.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, that's one of the big things with blended families is you have this other stuff to deal with. In a first marriage, you really don't have all that. You still got the normal marriage stuff you got to figure out, which is hard enough. But then you throw exes and ex-grandparents and all these other people in the
teenagers, yeah.
And kids from here and kids from there, and it's really hard.
But all of ours was bound to be, because we put all of our faith in the in the workers, the caseworkers that were gonna,
Right.
that they were gonna do their job, and they did. They did their job, which was
Good.
yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Did you want to do this?
Yeah, just we got a couple minutes left here, so I just want to, I like visuals, so and I used to be a programmer, so I like flow charts. But this just kind of demonstrates how this chain of command that we talked about over here kind of works, in application, I guess. And so this top circle here, we have God. And this is the corporate org chart. So this is God up here. He's the chairman of the board. He gives the vision for this company here, this family, right? God sets the vision. Okay? The husband, according to the scriptures over here, is supposed to be listening to what God says. Now, the husband is going to be the CEO. He's the chief executive officer. He's basically right there under the chairman. He's the next in line. Now, his job is to receive the vision that God established. He's supposed to get it. Okay? And then we have the wife. She's the chief operating officer. The husband has to share the vision. And then together, that really should be a 2-headed arrow there. He shares the vision, and together they develop the mission.
For the family.
For this company, for this family, right? So now there's the vision. They both get it, right? She has to buy into the vision that he got. So he has to sell it so she can buy it. But together they develop the mission that this unit is going to go forward with. Okay? Now, you have the employees down here, which in a company you could fire if they don't do what they're supposed to. Kids, you can't really do that so much. But at this point, okay, the vision has been shared, it has been bought into together, the mission has been developed, and so when there's a mission, you have tasks that need to be performed to complete the mission, right? So what happens down here is the chief operating officer implements and oversees the tasks to complete the mission. Now, there has to be communication here to make sure that this stuff is getting done, and if some of the employees are going on strike, then the COO talks with the CEO, and then they go to the chairman in prayer, and then things come back down, right? Now, I think we talked about it before, but submission, okay, I think, in the first lesson we talked about submission, and a lot of people hate that word. We're rebels, right? We don't like to submit. But if you think about submission in terms of a corporate entity or even a military entity, there are big missions. And the guys and, the sergeants and the privates, they all get sub-missions. Their mission comes under a bigger mission. And that's really what submission is all about, coming in under a bigger mission. And in a marriage, the big mission is what God's purpose is for us as husband, wife, as a family. We were all created with a purpose, a future, and a hope. And our purpose is to glorify God. How are we going to glorify God with the gifts that He's given us? So,
and I just want to add something here too, because a lot of us women want to be in submission to telling our husbands what the plan is. We are still wanting to wear the jacket, the mantle.
I want to be in charge.
And a lot of times in counseling, we'll tell them, well, who would you rather have your husband listening to? God or you? If you're yakking to him, he can't hear God. Would you rather have him hear directly from God? I would hope you would. So you need to, I tell them all the time, get a piece of tape, put them over your mouth. I'm sorry, you're wrong. But sometimes you just need to have patience and let God take care of him. He's not your job. We're not each other's police. You don't need to point out each other's faults. We're all a work in progress. We're all sinners, like Larry has said many, many times. We all make mistakes every day. We still make mistakes every day. Me more than Larry.
Yep.
I know.
Who said that? No.
I know that. But every day is a process, and hopefully I've learned, don't do that again, Carol. Keep your mouth shut. But really, and it's always in God's timing. And we have one instance I'll just share because it is getting time to wrap up here. We have one couple that we've known probably about 13 years. And I know he's looking at me like, what couple is that? Well, I'll tell a little bit. I'm not mentioning any names. And she says, I just want him to be a man of God. Sometimes I wonder if he's even a Christian. And I said, well, doesn't he go to church with you? Because they live way up north. And she says, yeah, he goes sometimes, not all the time. Well, he works 6 days a week. They have their own business. He works 14, 15, 16 hours a day, those 6 days a week, and he has 1 day off. And I said, we'll give him a break. Sometimes maybe that's what is he reading the Bible? She said, no. I said, well, just put the Bible out on the table and leave it there. And, if he wants to read it, he can read it. But it's not your job to make sure he reads it. That's not your job. And they recently went on a trip celebrating 25 years of marriage. And she says, well, maybe now he'll pay attention to me because he won't be so tired because he won't have to work all those hours at his work and stuff. And I tell you what, it was one of the most rewarding things for me to see. He started posting spiritual things on their Facebook page after that week that they spent together, a whole week. And she came over 2 weeks ago, I think. And I said, I want to hear all about that trip. How was that trip? And she said, well, it was really nice on that trip for that week, but now we're back in the same grind. Well, he's still posting beautiful spiritual things on their Facebook. I said, do you see what he's posting on Facebook? He's doing awesome. She, yeah. I want to just kick her. My God, you've gone 25 years and he wasn't doing it, and now he's starting to do it, and you're still complaining? Are you kidding me? So, it's going to be in God's timing when that stuff gets turned around, not yours. But at least he's going in the right direction. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah.
Some of the posts he does are just wonderful. And I thank you guys. A lot of times you share posts. I haven't seen any from you in a while.
Basking from Facebook.
Okay. But when we get some encouraging things that some of our people share with us, we share them on some of our other pages. We have 3 different pages on Facebook and with our ministry stuff. So we share to encourage you guys, encourage other people. And we have people all over the world that see those. And they say, hey, I really needed to see that. Larry talks to pastors in Pakistan, Nepal, Africa, a lot of people in Africa, but all over. And they say, hey, I really needed to hear what you put out there. So share those. If you got some encouraging things, share them with us so we can pass them on to other people. We appreciate that, and that's what it's supposed to be all about, sharing with other people. And, we're all a creation of God, and we're all supposed to help our brothers and sisters stay in the Word and stay on the right path. So, we're not perfect by any means, but we'd appreciate the encouragement we can pass on to somebody else.
Tune in next week with Doctors Larry and Carol Snap right here on ChristianLivingRadio.com with Blended Families Ministry out of Phoenix, Arizona, located at the Dream City Church in Phoenix, 13613 North Cave Creek Road, Phoenix, Arizona, 85022. Or call them at 602-863-7978. Or you may go directly to their website, blendedfamiliesministry.org. ChristianLivingRadio.com is a 501c3 ministry, so your contributions are greatly needed. They are fully tax deductible. So please donate today, whatever God places on your heart to give. There is no gift that is too small, no gift that is too large. All we ask is that you support us so we can continue to bring you wonderful content to bless your marriages, your family, and your walk with God. Thank you once again. That was Blended Families Ministry here on ChristianLivingRadio.com. Remember to like us on Facebook, tell a friend, and share us. Or follow us on Twitter at CLR Ministry. Have a wonderful week. God bless you.